Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Sunday service for November 3rd, 2024. I heard this question once. What is the one thing that more people do during the last 3 months of the year than at any other time? And some of the answers were spend more money, on gifts, extra food, et cetera, et cetera. Number two answer was spend more time with family. And the third most popular answer was plan a holiday vacation. But the answer actually was saying thank you more often. Now, researchers have found saying the words thank you actually has profound effects across many levels of well being for us. Physiologically, we know that the feelings of gratitude helps reduce stress and improves overall health. Psychologically, gratitude actually enhances a positive mood and fosters a deeper aspect of resilience in our lives. Emotionally, it strengthens relationships and encourages empathy. Mentally, it supports self esteem and reduces depressive symptoms. And spiritually, gratitude connects individuals to a higher purpose and promotes mindfulness. Although the feelings of gratitude have these positive effects, actually saying the words thank you increases the effects substantially. We all know that words hold a vibration, and we send that vibration out as we speak them. And that affects both ourselves and those around us. It also sends a vibration out to the world and into the ethers all around us. So, when we're speaking about the physiological aspects of gratitude, we are speaking about how our physical body reacts to the feelings of gratitude. Researchers have found that the feelings of gratitude can actually lower cortisol levels. And what they found, though, is by actually speaking the words thank you, cortisol levels drop significantly more than just by feeling grateful. Now, cortisol is often referred to as a stress hormone because its levels increase in response to stress and other challenges. And cortisol helps regulate metabolism, control blood sugar levels, and modulate the immune system's response. Additionally, cortisol is involved in the body's natural sleep wake cycle and helps our bodies manage inflammation inside the body. So, chronic high levels have a negative health effect on the body. Now, the researchers also found that the actual physical act of speaking the words thank you actually boosted the immune function of those who volunteered to participate in the project. And those involved noticed better and better physical health over the time the studies were done. There was also a marked improvement in the volunteer sleep habits over the time of the study, with an increase in their energy levels. But the physiological aspects were not the only effects that were noticed. By actually speaking the words thank you, it had several psychological benefits as well. In feeling gratitude, there is an increased sense of happiness. However, when someone actually spoke the words thank you, they reported that there was more of an element of joy that they felt rather than just the feelings of happiness. Now, some of the volunteers also noticed that after saying thank you over a period of time, they stated that they were noticing that they were having more positive experiences, and it was giving them even more reasons to say thank you. Now, part of the study was about their emotional health, if they noticed any changes in their emotional well being. And each participant mentioned a greater sense of well being over time. And they noticed that the more they stated the words thank you to people, they began to have a greater bond with them and a greater connection to those around them. One person even stated that they began to say thank you to themselves for things they did or thought, and it brought about a greater sense of managing their own emotions at a deeper level. Oscar Wilde once stated, the smallest act of kindness is worth more than the greatest intention. And saying thank you is just one of those acts of kindness. So, when asked about any changes in their mental health, many of the volunteers stated that feelings of depression and hopelessness seemed to vanish the more they stated the words thank you to people. Some stated that their feelings of inner self worth even increased, that they just felt more positive about life itself and their own place within it. One person even reported that after saying thank you to someone, that person began to cry as it had been a long time since someone had acknowledged them in any way. Wow, that brings me to tears. The volunteer told the person about the experiment that they were participating in and suggested that they might try it for themselves. Now they weren't sure what happened after, but they said they were filled with a sense of joy for sharing the process. And of course, we have the spiritual dimension of gratitude and saying thank you. Charles Fillmore taught that gratitude is a core principle of the unity teachings. He suggested that by recognizing and expressing thanks for our blessings opens channels for more good in our lives, and that by acknowledging the divine presence, we deepen our spiritual connection. Charles once wrote that by saying thank you, we are acknowledging the divine presence in our lives, and that's fostering a deeper connection with spirit. And that by saying thank you, in one sense, we are acknowledging the interconnectedness of all beings, even if it's not on a conscious level. He even stated at one point that gratitude is an essential part of the law of attraction. It opens us to receive more of the good. Now, when I read that, I had never heard of Charles Fillmore talking about the law of attraction. And yet there it is in one of the books that I have in my library where he makes that statement. Now, Myrtle Fillmore emphasized gratitude as a form of affirmative prayer. She taught that by expressing thankfulness through, actually shifts our mental state, and that enables healing and alignment with divine substance. She once wrote, when we give thanks, when we say thank you to the source of all, we align ourselves within the infinite flow of abundance. And Myrtle believed that by expressing gratitude, it could lead to physical and emotional healing as it shifts focus from lack to abundance. Now, she is well known to write in many of her healing letters to give thanks for different things. She has written, say, thank you to the parts of your body that do work well, instead of only thinking of those that don't. Let them know you appreciate them. In another letter she wrote, say thank you to the money that does come in. Money is a vibration from God, and giving thanks for it increases its vibration and attracts more to it. And sometimes when I'm reading these letters from Myrtle Fillmore, I wonder if some of the people who write about the law of attraction and vibration and everything didn't actually read some of her and Charles's books and put that into a more modern way of, writing about this law of attraction and vibration and all. But she wrote about the fact that the same vibration goes along with the food we eat. Now, Myrtle was well known to bless anything that she was going to put into her mouth, even the water she drank. She was a firm believer in the vibration of everything around her, and that a feeling of gratitude and giving thanks for anything and everything that entered her body actually assisted her body to integrate a higher vibration just because she gave thanks to whatever it was she was taking in. She once stated, never place anything into your physical being without first saying thank you to it, or we become what we ingest. What is the vibration you wish to be? All that you partake of will either raise or lower your vibration. Give thanks to all you partake of, for the act of thankfulness will raise the vibration of everything. And when I first read that, I thought, wow, how often, I mean, I give thanks, I pray over my food before I eat it, but she's even taking it to another level of actually saying thanks to every single bite, every single swallow, everything that she puts in her mouth at that moment. She was talking about giving thanks to it. Now, H. Emily Cady emphasized the healing potential of gratitude. She stated that by releasing negative thoughts through thankfulness, we can heal emotional and physical ailments. That gratitude becomes a bridge to self realization and spiritual growth. In her book, Lessons in Truth, she emphasizes that gratitude helps to dissolve negative thoughts and feelings. She wrote, when we are truly grateful, we are releasing the burdens of our past. By saying thank you, we open ourselves to attract more blessings. She wrote, to be thankful is to align to the divine flow, bringing forth our highest good. When we speak the words thank you, when we are in our meditative state, we are aligning ourselves through the power of our words to a higher form of connection with God itself. Now, St. Germain's teachings are about the concept of spiritual alchemy, where gratitude acts as a catalyst for transformation. The idea that gratitude can transmute negative experiences into positive outcomes actually resonates throughout all of his books. And he once stated, gratitude is the alchemy that turns what we have into enough. So by expressing thanks, we raise our vibrational frequency and align ourselves with higher spiritual truths. So here we have writers that have shared their thoughts on gratitude and what saying the words thank you does for us in this huge, big, beautiful, energetic way. We also have a large group of volunteers who have watched their lives over the course of several months and have noted the changes in both inner and outer, their inner and outer lives change in different ways, all for the positive. So to end today, I would like to take us into a time of meditation. I invite you to settle back on the chair you're sitting on, close your eyes, and take 2 or 3 deep breaths in and out. And each time you take that breath in and let it out, allow your body to just relax. And as you're settling in, begin to think about some things that you are thankful for right now. Just softly whisper, thank you to those things. Are you thankful for a chair that you're sitting on? Are you thankful for the bed that you sleep in at night? Are you thankful for the dishes that you can eat your food off of? The stove you cook on? Even the pots and pans that you cook in? As you just think about the different things, just say thank you then. And for those of you who are going through some physical challenges, think of a body part that is working well for you. And just whisper thank you to that part. And now think of another one and say thank you to that part. And after we get off today, you can do this over and over for all the parts that are working well for you. Just saying thank you to your feet, your toes, your hands, your fingers, your upper arm, your back, whatever it is. And now think of the source of your money and just whisper, thank you, that source. Just think of the money itself as it comes into you as you handle it. Say thank you. Each piece of paper money, coin that you give out, that you work with. Remember to say thank you for that as you hand it over to a cashier or put it in the bank. It doesn't matter. Think of the place you live in, your apartment, your home, whatever it is. Just say thank you to that for being here so you could live in it. Now, those who drive, think of your car. How many times have we even thought of saying thank you to our cars for being here? Well, say thank you to it right now. What else would you like to say thank you to? Let's just take a moment for just a minute, maybe, and think of anything and everything that you can to say thank you to it. Thank you for being here. Just remember, words have a vibration, and when you speak them, that vibration raises whatever it is you're feeling, and it goes out to you and to the world. And now let's give one last thank you to God, to Source itself, for your being here on this earth. You are a blessing to this world in some way, and we acknowledge that. So let's just give a huge thank you, Source, for its presence in our lives, guiding us, directing us, blessing us all the time. And I want to say a huge thank you to everyone listening today. May your lives increase in love, joy, peace, and prosperity in all ways as you begin to say thank you to each and every one and everything around you. So thank you all for being here today. God bless. Have a beautiful week.